Hi, it's Mama Gail, and I'm getting ready to fix butterscotch pie. First thing you do is, I use the frozen pie shell, and just go ahead and bake it like the directions on the package. First, I use 2 boxes, the small boxes, which is 3.5 ounces, of cook and serve butterscotch pudding. That's the second box. Next thing you want to do is get your 2 eggs and separate the yolks from the white. Put the yolks in there. They're easy separated. Just put that in there. Break it up a little bit. Then you want to get you a can of evaporated milk or cream. Okay, see that ain't hardly 2 cups. So I'm going to finish filling it with water. So that's 2 cups right there. Then I'm going to use about a half a cup of water. And that's what you want to do is just get that stirred up real good. Now you more or less just want to stir it real good and get most of the lumps out and everything. Then you want to turn your burner on. Stir it out on about a medium. Now this is really tedious stuff to fix though. You got to stay in here and just keep stirring it constantly. You don't want to walk off from it. Because once it starts thickening, it gets thick fast. And it'll lump on you if you don't watch it. See what I mean? It starts to boil a little bit. See, it's bubbling. And then it gets thick pretty fast. Just keep stirring as hard as you can to keep it from lumping real bad. I probably stirred it probably about 10 minutes to get it at this texture. And once it starts bubbling like that right there, that's about as thick as it's going to get. Now is what you want to do after it starts boiling good like that. Just take it off, remove it from the burner, and let it sit there a little while to let it cool. Stir it occasionally while it's cooling. Just let it cool enough to where you can put almost a half bowl of Cool Whip in it. The pie crust is done. Let it get good and brown. Let it sit and cool. Now my pie mix is cool enough. I'm gonna put Cool Whip, about a half bowl. Stir it up real good. See how thick it's got since it's cooled off. Just keep stirring until it's all mixed in there. It don't look like it will right now, but it will. Once you get it all stirred up real good, just pour it over in your baked pie shell. It's this dessert is just so quick and easy. I just fixed one because I got a granddaughter that loves butterscotch pies, and I hadn't fixed one. Really, they got off on everything else, and I hadn't fixed one in years and years. And this year I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and fix a butterscotch pie. And so I fixed it and found out there was more liked it than hers. There was quite a few that liked it. So now I'm going to have to start fixing them more often. Move right around that pie shell. Put the rest of your Cool Whip on top. Now I'll tell you how I cooled mine off real fast. I put a little cold water, stopped my sink up and put cold water in it and set my cooker down in the sink. Cools it off a whole lot quicker than this, unless you got the time or whatever, and you can go ahead and wait till it cools. Just spread that around all over the pie. All you have to do is just set it in the fridge for a couple of hours and let it set and get harder and more firm. And that's how you make easy butterscotch pie. Y'all hungry? Hi, it's Mama Gail. And today, I'm going to fix a raisin pie. My mommy used to fix these a lot whenever I was growing up and everything. And you know, I really didn't care for them then. But as I got older, my sister would make them because she always liked them. So I got the recipe from her. See, my mom, she's been gone for 23 years. And so every time my sister would make raisin pies, she'd make 2. One for her, and she'd always bring me one. Because over the years, I got to loving them. So, first you got a 12-ounce box of raisins. Put them in your cooker. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of water. Turn the stove on medium high. Now I'm going to use a half a cup of sugar. I hope it ain't too much. Stir all that together. Okay, it's starting to boil, and my sister said boil it for 15 to 20 minutes, so that's what I'm going to do. Okay, you all, I've let it cook about 15 minutes, and the water's almost boiled out of it, but not hardly, so I'm going to go ahead and add my I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of flour to start off with. Now I use self-rising flour. Stir that a little bit. Stir it around real good till you get that flour all cooked in there. And I'm just going to let it cook a little bit more. Make sure that flour's going to cook in there. I might need to add a little tad more flour. I don't know for sure yet. Okay, right there's the texture that I've got it. That looks about like what I'm wanting. Looks like it to me anyway. I don't know if it's supposed to look like that to her or not, but we'll find out, won't we? Now I'm going to remove it from the stove. I'm going to take it off the stove. And she said to let it cool before I put it in my pie shell. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, my raisins has cooled off. Now I'm going to put them in my pie shell. Okay, now I'm just going to smear it all around in here. Okay, now I've got a 9-inch pie crust I'm going to put on here. Okay, I had to pinch some of it off because it was too big. It said 9-inch pie shell, but it was bigger. Now I'm just going to pinch it around the sides here, slice it in the middle. Okay, that'll give it some air to breathe, I guess. Now I'm going to put it in the oven on a cookie sheet on 350 for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'll check it in about 45 minutes, see how brown it is. Might have to make it an hour. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Okay, my raisin pie's done. Well, that turned out pretty. Okay, now just let it cool completely and put it in the fridge and let it get cold. I guess maybe an hour and a half, something like that, and then maybe you can go ahead and cut it and eat it. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna cut the pie now. I let it cool a couple hours. And I let it cool for a while on the counter, and then I put it in the refrigerator for a while. But I'm gonna cut it and see what it tastes like. I don't know if it's gonna be as good as my sister's or not. And I might tell her not anyway, because that way she'll keep making them for me. If I did a good job, she might not make me another one and bring to me. But it's pretty, huh? Now I'm going to see if it's as good as hers. It might not be. She's better hand at it than I am, though, when it comes to sweets. It's good. Yeah, it tastes a whole lot like hers. Yeah. Now, if you like raisins, fix you one of these. It's real easy. It's real good too. It brings back a lot of memories. Mom making it and everything. Because now she was a good hand at it too. Y'all hungry?